saw the original Star Wars. Shame on you, George Lucas. But anyway, so that's kind of the story of what happened with the TV series. Now, the rights to all of that stuff with the TV series are completely bollock stuff at the moment. And I know I've heard that there is a Blu-ray release coming of the TV series in Japan. And when that might ever happen in the United States, I say, who knows? Because, like I said, the rights for the TV series are really, really a mess. Gainax does not have the rights for Evangelion anymore. That's all Anno and Studio Kara at the moment. But I don't know. So I don't know when that's going to come out in the U.S. because then that would be a whole new negotiation of things that has to happen. And as we know, like the third Rebuild movie hasn't even come out over here yet. So yeah.
And
so part two. Okay, I know that was a super long answer.
No, that's fine.
It's something you didn't even ask me,
No, that's
but
fine.
that's the whole
That was
thing.
great.
I enjoyed
That was
it.
the unabridged answer.
What was the directorial choice in the dub to switch it from Ava to Eva in the end of Evangelion?
Because Amanda wanted us to say Eva.
But she wanted you to say Ava originally.
Why?
No?
She wasn't her choice originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That makes
that
sense.
was Matt Greenfield's
Do you know
choice.
why she made that choice?
I asked her, I was like, well, you know, Amanda, we said Evangelion and we said Ava for all those 26 episodes, and she said yes, but it's Eva. So you do whatever the director tells you to say.
Okay.
I'm gonna write her a strong word letter.
Amanda does not give a crap about your strongly worded letter, so you can
It's
take
still
it,
a
you can
very
roll it up,
great
and you can
dub.
smoke it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I said it because I was told to, and you have to do what the director says. So yes.
What is your opinion on the character of Mari in the Rebuild series?
They want to sell Mega Neko merchandise. That's people that are fans of Girls with Glasses. That is what that's about. No other reason. I mean, I can't see any other reason for her to be there. I don't know. She got a baby in it. That was not good.
No.
No,
You don't do that.
no reason for her to be in it. Not that I have anything against girls with glasses, but that 100%, that's what I think. Yeah.
In the end of Evangelion commentary, commentary side of things, they said that you tend to actually have like a more physical acting method when you're actually in the studio.
Yeah, I am pretty, I mean, I don't think it's that unusual, but yes, I mean.
So
yes.
like how do you get into Asuka? Like what steps do you take to go from
I mean,
Brand
she's
to
just
Asuka?
right here. She's like right there all the time. What are you, stupid? I mean, right there, right there. I don't have to go looking for her. She's just like, she's right up here. She's like she's ready to like
You should
jump
see a
out
doctor about
and
that.
pounce on any of us. This looks like your department all the time. All the time. She's right there. It's like, yeah, split personality thing. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, it's pretty physical. Whatever, not just Asuka, but any. I find that it is a very physical thing. I've talked to a lot of other actors about it. I've talked to directors about it. It's pretty common because, you know, you get into like whatever you're looking at it. It's just, you know, when we're recording, there's just the actor in the studio in the booth, and you've got your monitor there and your script. And in ye olden times, we had a script that was printed onto paper. And now, in the modern era, we have the script is actually on a screen, which is awesome because it's like right there next to the, either it's like a split screen or it's two screens together, but it's right next to each other. And then whenever they have to change a line, they just change it, and then there it is, right there in Microsoft Word or whatever program you're choosing. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. It's just very, like, whatever the character is doing, I think actors have a real tendency to kind of do that. I mean, it would be hard if you're doing a fight scene to just be like, ugh, you know, I mean, you're kind of, you know, like getting into it. It is very physical. Of course, you're, you know, if the microphone is here, you can't be all like, you know,
But there's some
around.
scenes with Asuka in End of Evangelion that I can struggle to think about how you have to physically act those out.
I mean, not that I'm necessarily exactly mirroring everything that's happening, but I mean, you know, it's not unusual. It's not only me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
But you do, one thing that happened very specifically during the recording of End of Evangelion is, again, this was back in what I call ye olden times, but we had a paper script that was on a music stand. And usually most places, like there was a music stand, there would be a towel, or at Funimation for years. I mean, I don't know whatever happened to that shirt, because it was so disgusting. But it was this black Dragon Ball shirt that they had over the music stand, because you know it's metal, and anything metal in a recording booth, that there's like a reverberation off of that, so you want that covered up. But anyway, somehow when we were doing End of Ava, part of the stand was exposed somehow, and I was doing that I don't want to die thing. If you haven't seen it, there's this part in the movie where my character is curled up in this fetal position, and she starts off, and what she says is, I don't want to die. And she says it like 100 times. I don't know, like a lot of times. And it starts off at the beginning where it's not even audible. You can't even really understand what she's saying. It's in a very slight whisper, and then it's building up. I don't want to die. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And it ends up to where she's, like me, was like screaming at the top of my lungs. So it goes on for a pretty good while that I'm doing that. And because, like I said, that tendency to sort of mirror your character, and I was kind of clenched up like this, and I was clenched up, and I was kind of shaking a little bit, and I was rocking like this, and somehow the position that I was in, the edge of my watch hit the music stand. And so in the middle of this extremely emotional, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to, there was just that little like clink of the watch, and it was right in the middle of it. There was absolutely no way you can edit that out at all. I mean, it's right in the middle of me talking. And I had to do the whole thing all over again. I took my watch off. But that was very, very frustrating. But that was kind of an example of how the whole physicality thing was my enemy at that point. We did the screaming part separately. That's very often we will like save the screaming till the end, you know, because you like sort of all the normal dialogue stuff, and then you can do the screaming at the end, so you don't worry about sort of like wrecking your voice if you do the screaming kind of as it comes in the middle of the show. Yeah.
I have two questions.
Go ahead.
One, I heard you was in Hellgirl.
Yes, I was in an episode of Hellgirl. I did not bring the list with me, but the episode of Hellgirl that I'm in is where Vic Mignogna is playing a very evil veterinarian who tortures animals. And yes, thank you. And yes, so I make the deal, you know, to send him to hell.
Can you do her voice?
I don't even remember. No, I have no idea. I mean,
No.
did she sound like this? Shame on you, Vic Mignogna.
No,
You're
no.
going to hell now. I don't know.
No.
I have no idea. I probably did that like 7
like
years
the dog,
ago.
like the girl who had the dog. Was that? Who
I was his assistant.
Right. Yeah.
All I
remember
remember
that.
is Vic Mignogna was an evil veterinarian, and I was his assistant.
Yeah.
And I called hello, hell girl, please send Vic Mignogna to hell now, or whatever it was, and then she did. So yeah, in that show, it's like if some person really thinks this other person is a very, very bad person, they can make a deal with Hellgirl to send that person to hell. But the downside of it is the person, me, who sends the other person to hell,